Okay, in this lesson we are going to be doing some more systems word problems. This time we're actually going to kind of sort of find some possible solutions. So in this case, a business owner wants to run no more than 15 ads per month. A weekday ad costs $100 and a weekend ad costs $125. The most the business owner wants to spend for all the ads is $1,600. Okay? So basically what's happening is you're going to have two variables, and you don't necessarily need to set up equations or inequalities for this, but it might help. So let's designate x as weekday and y as weekend. So the total number of ads he wants to do are 15. So that means that x plus y has to be less than or equal to 15. He can't do any more than 15 ads. Then there's an equation that goes with money. Okay, so it's $100 for a weekday ad. So it's $100 for every weekday ad plus $125 for every weekend ad. And he can't spend any more than $1,600. So that's what that equation would look like. Then it's going to give you some choices, and it wants you to say what combinations of ads would fit these conditions. So let's start with A here. And all you're going to do is you're going to plug that in to your equations. So weekday we know is x, and weekend we know is y. So basically you're going to put 9 in for x, and you're going to put 2 in for y. You have to plug it into both equations, okay? So here's my question. I'm using, first of all, this equation right here. Is 9 plus 2 less than or equal to 15? Yep, that's true. Okay? That's what I want to figure out. Is 9 plus 2 less than or equal to 15? Yes. The next thing I need to figure out is 100 times 9 plus 125 times 2 less than or equal to 1,600. And you might need to do some simplifying. 100 times 9 is 900. 125 times 2 is 250. Is that less than 1,600? Yes, 1,150 is less than or equal to 1,600. So this, the second equation, is also true. That means that A is a solution. Okay? Now I could check all of the other ones too, but I'll tell you that when you plug them in, at least one of them is going to be false. So the only answer to this one is A. Okay? My solution is A. I got lucky. I checked it the first time and I got it. On all of the other ones, if you plug it in, at least one of those equations will be false. All right, here we go. A small company silkscreens t-shirts for local high schools with a school name and logo. The company carries two styles of shirts, long sleeve and short sleeve. Okay? So, I don't like to use S's. So let's say X is long and Y is short. The company needs to have some of each style of shirt available for orders and wants to have at least 700 shirts on hand. So at least 700 shirts would look like this. X plus Y has to be less than, or at least 700 shirts. So that quantity has to be greater than or equal to 700. The number of shirts has to be greater than or equal to 700. The long sleeve shirts are 550, and long sleeve is X. So I would go 550 times X plus the short sleeve shirts are $1.75, and that's your Y. And when I add all that together, $5.50 for every long sleeve plus $1.75 for every short sleeve, when I add that together, I can't spend any more than $2,700. So that has to be less than $2,700. Okay? So I am going to try A first. Again, short sleeve in this case is Y, and long sleeve in our case is X. So in this case, for part A, I will plug 360 in for Y and 420 for X. So when I check A, is 420 plus 360 greater than or equal to 700? And 420 plus 360 is 780. Is that greater than or equal to 700? Yep, it is. Okay, so now I'm going to go on to the second equation. um, is, let's see, 550 times 420 plus $1.75 times 360 less than or equal to $2,700. Okay, and you might have to simplify that, which you can. So you can figure out 550 times 420. Hang on, I don't have this done, so I'm going to get my calculator out just like you guys are in just a minute. All right. All right, 550 times 420 is 2310, and $1.75 times 360 is 630. 2310 plus 630 gives me 2940. 2940 is not less than $2,700. Okay? It is not less. A is not a solution to this problem. Okay? A is out. You could keep moving on. I could keep plugging these in. I think you can handle this from here. I will tell you that your answer in this case is B. Okay? Your answer is B. So if you check B, it should work. Okay? But you have to plug it into both sentences. They're both inequalities, and they both have to be true. If you check the first one, make sure you check the second equation or inequality because they both have to be true.